Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hoo KSU football podcast. My name is Griffin Nichols. I'm your host, reviewing the Missouri State-Kennesaw State game. What a barn burner that was. Holy cow. So many things to get into. Please like and subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. You can find us on all podcasting platforms. Additionally, on Facebook, on X, on TikTok, and on YouTube. So let's get into it for a second. Amari Odom, career day, record-breaking day, throws touchdown with 27 seconds left to Belcher, and that puts us up 41-34, and that is our final of 41-34 with Kennesaw State. But there's more to it than that. Amari Odom on the day was 24 of 34 for 387 yards. He had 5 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, which is the key. Unbelievable stat line. Ran the ball 32 yards on 16 carries for an additional touchdown. So he was responsible for 6 touchdowns himself. Running the ball about 20 yards total for all of our running backs. But receiving-wise, we have Binyard with 7 receptions for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kopic had 4 receptions for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. And again, the game winner, Belcher, 3 catches, 65 yards in the game-winning touchdowns with 27 seconds remaining. We talked about this going in, was that this is a very pass-heavy team. Even though, honestly, it's misleading a little bit. So, for example, Jacob Clark was 23 of 32 for 344 yards. He's definitely throwing the ball around. Good quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. One of those interceptions was at the very end of the game as a desperation heave. The other interception was thrown earlier in the game, and that led to a Kennesaw State score, so that was a huge one. But this game was back and forth. This Missouri State team is good. I mean, they're a good team. They're well ahead of where they're supposed to be on schedule. I've enjoyed watching them play this season. Obviously not against us, but I knew that this was going to be a heck of a game. So if we're going through how the game kind of laid out, so Missouri State comes down, kicks a field goal to be up 3-0. We respond, score a touchdown, we're up 7-3. Score another touchdown, we're up 14-3. There's a missed field goal in there because, of course, there is from Kennesaw State. Missouri State kicks a field goal, 14-6 Kennesaw State. Missouri State scores a touchdown, 13-14 Kennesaw State. Missouri State scores another touchdown, 20-14 Missouri State. We answer back with a touchdown to make it 20-20 because we mixed an extra point, because, of course, we do. So missed field goal, missed extra point. Field goal thing, still a problem. We score a touchdown, we're up 27-20. We score another touchdown, we're up 34. They score, it's 34-27. They score, it's 34-34. And then again, we win 41-34. So a couple things to talk about in here, other than the ridiculous kicking game that we have at Kennesaw State, is we were talking about a response from last week, from losing to Jack State, that we have to take care of business. We have things to play for. You had to put yourself in a position to have a chance to play for the conference championship game. You come into this game, you get down right away, you respond. That's great. You're up, you're cruising, right? But you give them the opportunity to come back and take the lead. Now, at that moment in time, when it is 20-14, you have the opportunity to shut it down. You have the opportunity to think that things aren't going to work out, it's just not meant to be, etc. But what did you do instead? Instead, you answer it. You come right down the field, you score a touchdown, you take the lead, and even when they're able to tie it up 34-34, you still take advantage of the opportunity. You drive down the field, led by your quarterback, who had an all-world performance, and you score that winning touchdown with 27 seconds left. That is an incredible way to respond to adversity, to being up against it, as Kennesaw State was. I couldn't be more impressed with that response. The other thing to consider is, now that you have this win, and FIU answered our prayers by beating Jack State. So now, if you beat Liberty, this upcoming weekend, a Liberty's team that is struggling mightily. If you can go to Liberty and get that win, you will play in the conference championship game against either Western Kentucky or Jack State, whoever wins that matchup this weekend at Jack State. You're in. You're in if you can beat Liberty. A 5-4 Liberty or 4-5 Liberty. I can't remember how many wins they have. I'll talk about that in the preview episode. That's all you need. It's all you need. And all the goals are there. Take care of business one more week. One more week, take care of business. I just like how this game didn't feel like last week against Jack State. It wasn't desperate. There wasn't desperation move. There wasn't passes that were forced that led to turnovers. It was a very clean performance by Kennesaw State. It's exactly what you needed. And again, if you just do what you do and you just take care of business, then all of a sudden Jack State, then all of a sudden the game will take care of itself. You will win all these games. Just take care of business. Don't beat yourself. So I was very happy to see that. There's growth there from this past week of practice. So let's get ready for Liberty again. You got to tip your hat off to Missouri State. To try to trick play there at the end didn't work, which allowed us to score. But yeah, I mean it's a good team. That's a good team, that Missouri State team. They really are. I thought they've come a long way this year. They've definitely gotten a lot better as the year's gone on. Yeah, it's a good story. I have no ill will towards Missouri State. It's a tough road trip, so good on them. But hey, we're looking towards the conference championship game and against Liberty. So that's really all I have this week, guys. Not a lot to kind of go through right now. It's Tuesday. The playoff will be shared this evening on ESPN tonight. So we'll see where that goes. But as far as Kennesaw State goes, great position after a great win. And couldn't be more happy with how things turned out. Look forward to next weekend. I'll come on here and do a preview Thursday or Friday before the game. I know people have got travel and that kind of stuff with the holidays coming up. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And so I'll try to get that to you so you can at least listen to that while you are traveling, or maybe you just need a few minutes of a break from family get-togethers. Yeah, there you go. So we'll do that. Hope you all have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll talk to you soon.